Hi guys, welcome to Off and On and Off the Couch. It's been a while. Not that while, but I mean it's been some days since I've recorded for this channel, just because I've had like some like an emotional roller coaster of days and didn't feel like doing anything actually, but I did still record and edited things for my reaction channel. But now finally I'm feeling so much better. Yay! Finally like myself again. Yesterday I recorded a new movie, which I'm not going to tell which is going to be. I'm just gonna paste into the description if it's ready by the time this comes out, but I think it will be. And I'm not saying it because I'm trying something new with the audio, because the last time with Rogue One, or with the whole copyright issue, the audio on that one, the volume is in hell, just so that I could avoid the copyright issues. And it's not that I not only can I not monetize it, but it also was the fact that it wasn't visible at all, anywhere at all. And that's why I had to take such drastic measures to put the volume so low. But right now I'm recording my microphone separate from the movie. So and I'm not saying which movie I recorded, just because yesterday I was really nervous, because now there's not a lot, but like one more thing that I need to follow, whether I have hit the record button or not. And just so that and I just don't want to kind of disappoint the expectations, so that's why I'm leaving like a door for myself, if I have done something wrong, to not to disappoint, I guess. No, disappoint is a strong word, but like, yeah, misalign with your expectations because I've said for this movie to be expected, or okay, you get it. Today is very exciting, because me and my boyfriend are going on a date. And not only that, but we're going through with separate transportation devices. So it was his idea, actually. I think it's really cool. We're not gonna see each other leaving. Like, I'm gonna leave after he leaves, or he's gonna leave after me, or something like that. And we're not gonna see each other how we look, or how we look and how we smell, let's say, I don't know. And we're just gonna meet there. And so right now I need to figure out what I'm going to wear, although I've been wondering about this for since yesterday. And the problem is that the weather is really just tricky. And yesterday actually I was with jeans and a t-shirt and a leather jacket, and I got cold at some point. And I want to avoid that, to be as comfortable as possible and not think about anything else that would distract me. So yeah, so that's why I'm here now. This is the bed. This is the wardrobe. But yeah, I'm gonna figure this out, and yeah. And also, I forgot to say, I want it to be something that I haven't worn recently, or is just a little bit more special, I guess. Which makes it so much harder. Okay, I'm going with the skirt. It's for the dog wants to leave, and I'm dressed. Hold on. So as I was saying, I think I saw that it's gonna be pretty much okay to be dressed like that outside. I mean, it's warm enough. And this is a skirt just below. Honestly, I think it's a little bit risky, and I would have to advise. I mean, not to advise, but to ask for advice from my mom. If my mama wasn't working in corporate, I think she would have been a great stylist. If all she did was just read fashion magazines, and she started working that, I think she would have been a great stylist, because she has an eye for a lot of things, and I don't. So she helps me a lot. And yeah, I just now realized that I don't have as much time as I thought. I mean, I still have to do this. So let's. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you about the time we lost our car keys and why that was so important to me that time. That whole situation, actually, not that time. So it was like half a year ago, maybe more. And we are in my hometown. And we go there from time to time, like every other month or so. Like we try to go once a month, but sometimes it doesn't go that way. But anyway, so we're there, and we're out with my dad having like some kind of dinner or something, and we're going back to the car. So we're going back to the car, and we are at the car, and we understand that we realize that the car keys are missing. Like they're, and we specifically remember, like my boyfriend put it in the pocket of a bag I was carrying, my camera bag, and I can't show you right now because it's in the other room, and I can't now walk from this one because, anyway, as I told you, we don't want to see each other before we go to the date thing, and so my he puts the keys in like the front pocket of the camera bag, which lays like this, which is really flat. I mean, you can't put a lot of stuff in there. You can put like something that's flat, like a money or credit card, or car keys if you just do a little push maybe, but it's basically really flat. And so we start to panic. I mean, I wouldn't say panic. Panic is a strong word, but like frantically searching for them. And they're nowhere to be found. I searched the bag through and through a couple of times. My boyfriend searched the bag through and through a couple of times. Then he went back to the place where we ate just to see whether he didn't leave them there or something. No, my father came to like keep me company because it was late at night, just for safety reasons. He went through the bag through and through. I didn't find them. And by the time I went through it like a couple of times, and my father did a couple of times, I was like, you know what? We're not supposed to find those keys today. Somebody doesn't want us to drive. That's it. That's the only explanation I can think of, because I know we didn't lose them. I know that we kept them, and they were well like they were taken care of. Like we didn't just misplace them or something. I know they're going to be found eventually, and but I know that just it wasn't it's not meant to drive the car, so just leave it. That's the least bad thing out of everything I can think of. And so my boyfriend, he huffs and puffs, and he's very agitated and annoyed and very angry at the fact that he lost the keys, because the next day we're supposed to go back home, like in the city we live now. And so, but we called a taxi. He got us home for the night, and the next day I told him we will figure something out. Don't worry, we need to sleep this off, and the next morning we'll figure something out. So naturally, the next morning comes, and there's still no keys. And so he now starts to call people and to just ask them, and posts in Facebook groups whether somebody has seen the keys or anything, really, just anything. And there was this guy, his friend, that he's from my hometown, and he was there. He was able to give us a ride back to here. But the thought that I need to be with somebody that's a stranger, like I need to be a little bit of an extrovert, and to give me that information like half an hour or an hour before that, for me it's really stressful. I mean, the guy is such an awesome guy because he really wanted to help us, and I have nothing against him. It's just me. And so I was so stressed that I was like, I touched my necklace, the one I told you about last time, where I have it engraved after my grandfather's death. And I touched the necklace and I said, Grandpa, universe, we have like 1 hour to find the bloody keys to the car so we can go home. And I told myself, okay, it's done. They're gonna find it for me. It's done. It's forever. I'm just gonna continue with my day and everything's gonna be totally okay. And I needed to like put some things away, and I went to the other room, grabbed those things, and went to the room where like my camera bag was at. And I go and I put the things in the front pocket that's completely flat, and the keys drop in my hand to the car. I was so freaked out. This was like the freakiest thing that's ever happened to me. My hand was shaking. And it turns out that the pocket, it's really completely flat, but like at the bottom there's a little bit more space. Okay, when you shake the bag, sometimes it things that are in this flat pocket go in this in the space where there's more space, and so sometimes they don't fall back down, and so you really have to do this in the whole pocket to feel them. But I still think we were just not meant to drive that night. I mean, nothing happened. There were no car crashes or anything, but maybe if we had been in the road, maybe there would have been. And that's why that is like one of the biggest reasons I always say that everything is happening for a reason and there are no coincidences. So yeah. Okay, I think I'm almost done. I think I'm done. The only thing that I need to decide is to see or not to see. And I think this time for once, I would go without the glass. Just to kind of keep my life adventurous, you know? Yeah, no glasses, definitely. Okay, well, this is it. I mean, you can't see it, but you saw it. Hold on. And I'm taking this jacket as well. I think it's pretty nice. I don't know if I'll actually need a jacket because it's getting warmer and warmer outside. But just in case, I'm a person that gets cold very easily, so yeah. Okay guys, see you later. Hi guys, it's 2 days later. I haven't shot anything in those days because, well, the date, that was where I left you. The date went so good, it was so nice, the weather was lovely, not like right now. Right now it's crappy again. And we had some brunch. It was very tasty. But then I got this month's headache. I started getting it, and I actually got it in the middle of the night, and I said to my whole organism, not today. Today we won't have that, absolutely not. But it didn't listen, and so I had to unfortunately cut the date short because it was getting more and more intense, and I needed to go and get some kind of medicine. But even at that, we had such an amazing time. And then the next day, my boyfriend actually had a birthday yesterday, and for that part I just and the date and that part as well, I just stay off my phone as much as possible. I think I was on it just to see the clock or for something extremely basic for 1 second. But for the most part, I tend to stay off the phone just because it's us time, and connecting, reconnecting, and just getting out of the internet, computer, telephone world, because we both work on computers, and it's kind of involved our whole life or something. So yeah, anyway, so we're both staying off our phones when we're out, and that's why I haven't really taken pictures of anything. And we went out yesterday. We got some cake by the peas for him to blow out a candle, and we had some cupcakes ordered. And also, there's this great place in Bulgaria. It's called Take a Cake. They make the most delicious cupcakes, I think. But yeah, and yeah, and now it's today, and today I just took the dog for a walk and put my pants on, and as I'm putting them on, I sense that one of my pockets is wet, and I'm thinking to myself, why is my pocket wet? I mean, I haven't washed them or anything, and the one pocket specifically. And then I go to turn it like around. I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's eaten. This is where the treats were, and now it has holes in it, essentially, because the dog got to it. And she doesn't usually do this, but I guess the hunger was stronger, which I totally understand, because I also love food and treats and, whatever. Not dog treats, human treats, like junk food. Anyway. And yeah, and I was like, to be honest, I wasn't even mad at her, because I can understand her. I was just, damn it. And today I'm recording Young Royals and the Vikings without the anyway, so the next days I'm gonna have less work, because those I tend to edit really easy and pretty fast, and in those days I try to do some work for myself, like whatever is was thinking about doing the other days but couldn't, because I'm getting tired of editing the movies. And I thinking the next days, I need to go to the dry cleaners, but also every other, like once in a couple of months, in a couple of months. Never mind. Okay, we have like these wooden, little wooden houses in the park where you can live off books, and so once in a couple of months, I leave off these bags of books in there. The first ones were pretty damn big, like extremely big, because I had a lot to unload. But now they're getting a little bit not as big, but still pretty, I would say, pretty good. So I'm gonna leave off some books as well in the park. And by the way, if you're wondering why I'm not selling them, it's just because leaving them in the park is the least amount of communication with people for me. I mean, it's just a lot of hassle for an introvert like me to be selling them over the internet. You have to talk to people, you have to communicate and give them addresses and whatnot, and it's just it's not worth it for me personally. So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that as well, which is going to be pretty fun, I guess. I think the second time I left some books. I left them in the afternoon, and then the next day, like the whole, it's I'm gonna take a shot of the wooden house as well. But I had almost the first time the whole wooden house was filled up at the top, and a few rows as well. And then the next day, when I went with Beretta to the park, it was absolutely empty. And it was so nice. And I'm hoping they go to nice people. I'm trying to stay off the negative thoughts that somebody is taking them and destroying them, let's say, and burning them or something like that. If they're selling them, that's fine. I don't really care. Sell them if you want. That's okay. Hi guys, it's the next day. Last night I recorded the Vikings, but it didn't record the audio of the series of the show, just mine. So now I'm recording the show again on the background, and I'm also gathering the things I'm gonna leave at the park. Just wanted to show you. Actually, it's not that little. I have a lot of it. There were times when it was more. I'm leaving Chloe's wash 2 books of the Tolman boys. Yeah. The first one I finished, the second one I didn't finish. I think the books are lovely. It's just, it takes a lot of time for things to happen. And as an impatient person myself, I just couldn't wait. So I'm leaving those off because I feel okay parting with them. Carrie's Lake, Anathema, and Eldritch. Honestly, I love Carrie Lake. I think she writes in a lot of like a gothic, sexy gothic way. However, I did like Anathema a lot more than I did Eldritch, but at the same time I can't separate them. You know, they kind of go together. So I'm leaving them off together. It kind of bugs me though that they're not the same like height, because this is a soft cover and this is a hard one, but anyway. Also Carrie's Lake, Nocticadia maybe, actually, which also wasn't bad, but it wasn't so good that I want to keep. The Book of Azrael in Bulgarian, which I've honestly have these books in English. This was more of an impulsive collector purchase because of the edges, but mainly because of this, which when you put against the when you put against the page, it looks like this, which is insanely cool. That's what I bought it basically, but I'm parting with it because I realized I'm never actually gonna. I don't know. Now I don't like it so much. The edges, and that it's like a soft cover. If it was a hard one, maybe I wouldn't part with it, but yeah. Also Madeline Miller's Circe, which I'm very disappointed by this. First of all, because it's so pretty. Look at it. And second of all, because I was so impressed by Song of Achilles, one of my all-time favorites, but this was really like, almost want to say boring, unfortunately, so it has to go. I have one more that I don't actually remember at all. It's by Joanne Harris, and it's Loki's something, like gospel, maybe. I'm not sure how to translate it. I'll leave it on the screen somewhere. But I forgot I had this. And by forgetting I have this, it means that I didn't leave much of an impression. So, yeah. And finally, these are not actually books. It's something else. But it so happened that I have extras of it. It's questionnaires, let's say. They're in Bulgarian, and it says, Grandpa, tell me your story. Grandma, tell me your story. This one is packaged, so I'm not gonna open it. But it's essentially, I don't know who the guys are that do this. Not sure anyway, but this idea, I think it's amazing. They have Grandpa, Grandma, Dad, tell me your story, Mom, tell me your story. And inside there are basically like different chapters of one's life. Hold on. So it's your child years, your like teenage years, when you became father, grandfather. Nowadays, places for notes and places for favorite photos. And it looks like this. And it's just questions. And they can fill out the answers themselves. Right? And it's things like which days of the week were your favorite as a child and why? Which present do you Like, which present when you got as a child do you remember the most and why? When did you meet your in-laws? How the meeting go? Tell me your story and things like that, essentially. And they go for like for your mom, dad, different books, mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa. And these are amazing. I was thinking about grabbing one for my grandfather before he died, and I didn't. And I was so mad at myself. Like, not mad, but I thought that, okay, I can't think of another word, but let's say I was kind of mad at myself. And so when I saw this Grandma Tell Me Your Story, I'm like, oh, I'm getting that right now. And I also got one from my mom, and now they're both writing in them. And yeah, and I'm really happy about that. And when they're on some kind of vacation or something and they take it with themselves, and my mom says it's kind of therapeutic as well. And sometimes they need to ask each other because they don't remember so much, and the other one might remember it. So yeah, so it's amazing. And I have these extras, and so they're going to the wooden house thing.